Everyone pitied Emma because she was blind, but what they didn't know, she could see what no one else could: people's true hearts. Act 1. The Outsider. Emma was born blind. Her world was never painted with colors or shaped by sights. Instead, she built her life through sound, touch, and something most people didn't understand: a deep intuition about people. When she moved to the city at 21 to pursue her dream of becoming a music composer, no one took her seriously. At auditions, people would pat her on the shoulder and say, "You're brave to try." At cafes, they'd speak to her assistant instead of her. In the crowded streets, people brushed past her like she was invisible. But Emma didn't need pity. She didn't need sight. She could feel the rhythm of the city through vibrations on the sidewalk. She could hear sincerity in a person's voice, and more importantly, she could sense who was real and who was fake. Act 2. The Opportunity. One day, Emma was approached by a man named Victor, a famous music producer known for discovering young talent. He told her he loved her compositions and wanted to help her release her first album. To everyone else, Victor seemed charming and supportive. He promised her the world: live concerts, studio time, media coverage. Her friends were thrilled. "This is your big break," they said. "Trust him." But Emma felt something. His voice was smooth, but there was hesitation, like he was choosing his words too carefully. His handshake was cold, disconnected. And then, there was the sound. The sound of how he spoke about other artists behind their backs. The way his laughter had no warmth when the cameras were off. Her heart told her something was wrong. Victor quickly signed her to his company, but instead of working together, he started taking her music and, well, claiming credit for it in industry meetings. Emma's friends tried to defend him. They said, "He's helping you. Maybe you're overthinking." But Emma knew. She had always known. So, quietly, she began recording every meeting, every conversation. She backed up her original music files and sent them to trusted people. She rehearsed in secret with a small group of musicians who believed in her. Victor scheduled a grand concert to debut Emma's work, but on stage he planned to introduce himself as the composer. The night of the concert arrived. The auditorium was packed, cameras flashed, reporters filled the aisles. Victor stepped on stage. He said, "Tonight, you will hear music composed by me." He smiled at Emma like he had already won, but Emma stepped forward calmly. She said into the microphone, "Actually, I'd like to tell you a story." She explained how she had written every note, every melody. She played audio recordings of their meetings, where Victor had admitted his plan to steal her work. Then, she signaled to her secret team, musicians she had trained in private. They began to play her music live, raw and perfect. The crowd fell silent. Then they erupted into applause. Victor tried to defend himself, but the evidence was undeniable. Sponsors pulled out. His career collapsed overnight. Emma? She became a symbol of resilience. Her story went viral. The blind girl who had been underestimated, pitied, and dismissed had outsmarted the entire industry. Years later, Emma stood on the same stage, this time with her own orchestra, her own label, and a sold-out crowd. In an interview, she was asked, "How did you know you couldn't trust him when everyone else did?" Emma smiled softly. She said, "You don't need eyes to see the truth, you just need to listen, and trust what your heart tells you." True vision isn't about seeing with your eyes. It's about trusting your heart, listening deeply, and believing in yourself.
What's something people don't know about stories? They never truly end. There's always a new adventure waiting for you. Just pick your next tale and I'll meet you there. Subscribe to the Story Circle and let me know which story I should tell next in the comments.